Do you think that deaf adolescents are discriminated against in society? In general, deaf children and adolescents are born and grow up in families that discriminate against us. This is the first discrimination that we feel in our own families because we don't receive education. We are born feeling that we are alone, that we are on our own in the world, and we feel others totally discriminate against us. The second discrimination comes from society. In schools, there isn't the same information available for us. This is a problem for deaf adolescents. I also see, and it worries me, in my country, I know of many deaf adolescents. They make mistakes, errors, just because they don't have the necessary information. They don't use condoms. There are many unwanted pregnancies because they have no idea. They don't have respect for their own body, nor for others. That's a big problem. This is why education should come from the family first, and then be completed in schools and in other institutions where there are adolescents. Without this, we have nothing, because we don't have the information nor education. What do you think can be done to fight HIV amongst the different groups or minorities in each country? I see that there are a lot of violations, unwanted pregnancies of girls who have to confront their situation on their own. I believe the biggest mistake is made by families because no one explains to us and we learn nothing. We don't know how to look after ourselves because we are not taught. It is very important that education is provided for us in schools and in workplaces. I think we ought to train deaf leaders in all countries so they can help fight AIDS. Everybody needs to understand what is necessary for us to know about HIV and AIDS in each country. For instance, the problem of drug use, about breastfeeding, the danger of having sex without prevention, modes of transmission. Leaders should disseminate this information among their peers so that AIDS can be combated. Through education, information, we realize that it's important to be careful and prepared. In your opinion, what is the most important thing about AIDS for young people? How AIDS can be eliminated, and what is the role that young people have in this? This is very important for people with disabilities and for everybody. We need to fight so AIDS is stopped, but the fight should include all people. All people have rights. Each one of us has rights. We have to fight for equality. It doesn't matter whether or not you have a disability. Until recently, it was thought that people with disabilities don't have sex to avoid having children with disabilities. But that has changed. But there is HIV and AIDS transmission amongst people with disabilities, the same as in any other group. We have feelings, relationships, and as we have sex, we have the same problems as any other group of people. We are equal to any other human being. It doesn't matter if we are deaf or blind. We are equal to anyone else, and we have the same rights. That's why we should fight for policies that will control AIDS and include persons who are deaf. It is extremely important that human rights are for all. Look at me. I am a person. I am deaf, and I am a human being, same as you or anybody else. Here I am.